Today we're checking out the JJRC H44WH Diamond folding quadcopter. It was sent to me courtesy of LiveTake.com. Let's get it in the air. Let's check it out. So here we are with the Diamond. It is diamond shaped, I suppose. It is a folding Wi-Fi camera quad. Very stable little flyer. Not very much wind out at the moment. I think we got a rain coming in, according to the weatherman. So let's see if we can get this flight in before so. And we have a on-off switch up here, battery bay down here, and you have these two little buttons down here that's how you're going to unlock these arms. So you push the button in, arm comes out, push the button in, arm comes out, push it in again, arm comes out, and push it in again. So the one side controls both the arms for the release, and then there you go. There's your quad right there. We got some geese going south for the winter in the distance or something. Anyway, so you got your transmitter. We'll go over this in a second. Has a nice little clippy clip. Nice little clippy clip on the transmitter. Real quick on the buttons. This is your auto land and auto takeoff. I believe this one's emergency stop. I'll test that. And these ones are return to home and headless mode. Flips, rates, trims. Maybe I'll test these when we get up. And it comes with a 400, whoa, I'm always dropping these batteries. It comes with a 400 milliamp hour battery with the micro loci, I believe they call that. And I had a few batteries that will fit in this battery bay. So if you got a bunch of quads, you probably got some batteries that might fit in here. It is a little bit small, a little bit of a tight squeeze. And I have noticed that when I take the battery out after a flight, the batteries seem to be pretty warm. So first I thought it was just I had an old battery or something like that. A little bit of a squeeze to get it in there too. I think you want to put it with the label down, and then you close the door and then it just slides in. And then you got your on-off switch. So with this one, I believe you got to turn the quad on first and then turn on the transmitter, and the lights are not blinking. There are green LEDs in the front, blue in the back. Your little pinhole camera is right here. It is non-adjustable. And the video quality is somewhat on par, I would say, with most of the other ones. And before I forget, you can calibrate the gyros by going both sticks down and out. It'll beep like that, lights will flash, and then you're good to go. So, the app is JJRC. This is the same app that the Baby Elfie and the Blue Crab used. I believe we should already be connected. I'm not even going to mess around with that. Just going to go into here. And this is my Google Pixel. I am not going to screen record my actual flight because I don't think this app likes it. So I think you can probably see the screen in these lighting conditions. I have had the distance for the Wi-Fi isn't great from my experience. So we'll see what we get today. We started our video. I'm going to start the motors up. I believe this is the emergency stop button. That is correct. So that bottom one is emergency stop. And idle these up and then give it some throttle. We're in the low rate. 3 rates on this guy. I am recording on the quadcopter. And we're getting a nice picture. I have found that there are quite a few drop frames here and there, so I'm not sure if I'll be able to leave the video up the entire time. Like I saw a drop frame right there, or if I'm gonna have to cut in and out of it, or what the story is, or what I'm gonna do here. But it does have a nice little picture, nice little camera on it. I'm not mad at the video quality. As you can see, very stable flyer. We got like a little slight breeze coming this way, and it is pushing it back. So, getting a text. I thought I shut my data off. Anyway, so we are flying around in the low rate here, and it is a super stable flyer. And it looks like we've dropped out here. Is that correct? Or are we? I think we have. Let's go. Let's get in a little closer, see what happens here. I mean, look at it. It's just basically sitting there. It does have altitude hold, obviously. Came back here. So I'm not sure if it's my Pixel. I find that the Pixel doesn't necessarily work real great with a lot of other apps. Even the DJI app, it doesn't work stupendously with. So that's kind of disappointing. Look how stable this thing is. We're in the low rate. We're not getting a very, I mean, it's a pretty decent picture is what I'm trying to say there. As far as I can tell, it looks like we're frozen again though. Let's see, let's bring it back towards us. So the range, it says on the control distance, is about 50 to 60 meters. Not sure, it doesn't seem like I have great range on my Wi-Fi. I'm gonna go to the second rate here because we have, oh, a little hiccup there. We have this little breeze that keeps pushing it away from me. But it is a very nice flyer, very smooth flyer. And we'll bring it back this way. Maybe we'll get some nice video coming back at us. Now the wind has shifted, coming this way, I think. Let's see if we can get, we're frozen on the screen here. So a little bit difficult to tell orientation also. So be aware of that if you're just starting out. Has, you know, it looks basically the same from the front and the back. The props are the same colors in the front and the back. And that's not super uncommon for a quadcopter, but when you're starting out, it can become confusing. So look for the little LEDs there with the green in the front and the blue in the back. But it does fly around nice. This is the second rate. Let's show you a little yaw on the second rate. So not terribly fast. Let's see if it increases on the third. Maybe slightly. Looks like it might have increased slightly. Let's bring it back this way. And pitch is gonna obviously increase a decent amount on the third rate, between the third rate and the second rate. And it flies around nice and smooth. I mean, this is intended to be a camera quad, and we're not getting any sort of picture right now. Let's bring it back here. We're totally frozen on my app. And we're back here. So let's go up a little bit. We're still on there. I think we're frozen now. So we've been up in the air for about 4 minutes and 15 seconds. And I find that you get about a 5-minute flight. So we might be approaching the end of our flight time here. So let me just show you, it will do kind of funnels. Can you see that up there? Let me bring it down. It has the altitude hold, as I've said, and it comes down fairly slow on the altitude hold. Not a bad funnel. So there we go. I'm seeing LVC warning right there. So this one is going to be a bit of a short flight for you. I showed you a couple flips there. I'll probably roll some footage on this one. It actually flips pretty well, recovers from the flips very well also. So a little bit disappointing on the camera. The Wi-Fi keeps cutting out. I'm not sure if it's the quad or the Pixel. As I said, I've had some issues with other. I'm gonna fly this a little bit and see what kind of LVC warning we get. I've had issues with the Pixel not wanting to cooperate with some of my smart devices. So, and there you go, that's gonna be your flight time. If I did want to land it, I could hit the auto land there. I'm gonna stop my video. And there's your quadcopter right here. And we're frozen, there I am, finally. Wearing sunglasses, not really sure why, I don't really need them right now. But put them on in the car and then what are you gonna do? So there you go, JJRC Diamond, and it is shaped like a diamond. Let me just check this out real quick while we're here. I'm gonna shut the quad off. I'm gonna shut this off. Let me just feel this battery, because the batteries have been coming down fairly warm. Yeah, it's warm. It's not like shockingly warm. So, and I do find that stuffing it in there kind of like not damages, but gives you some rough edges here around the battery. So it is a bit of a tight squeeze in there, but I believe this is the same battery from like the H31 and things like that. This one I believe is the H44WH. I think those are the numbers on it, but the box is saying the JJRC Diamond. Spelled kind of odd. I think that's how you say it, and it is diamond shape. They do say on the website it folds up like a diamond, so I'm guessing that's what they're going for. So there you go. Nice little flyer, be a good starter quad for somebody. It's coming in around 50 bucks at the time of this video, and it was sent to me courtesy of Litake.com. So thanks to Litake. If you're interested, I will have it linked in the description as always. And it's a decent quad, very stable flyer, be a good one to learn to fly with, the altitude hold. Camera's a little iffy on it. Maybe could possibly just be my pixel. And a bit of a short flight time, but you can get more batteries for it. So I'm not gonna hate on it too much for that. It is a very smooth flyer, very nice flyer. It seems to fly very reliable. So it would be a good starter quad for somebody if you're interested. I'll leave you guys a little more flying. See you guys in the next one.